the coup in Turkey. Friday night, it was just unbelievable sights and sounds from Turkey, showing the coup as it happened, showing the backlash from the citizens, from the people, pushing back against the coup, and then subsequently the end of the coup right before our eyes. Technology has taken us to a place where we can see these things unfiltered, unscripted, by the mainstream media, and this is what we saw over the weekend. So on Friday night, President Erdogan and factions in the Turkish military, the key players here in this coup, the Turkish military, who view themselves as the protectors of the secular state in Turkey. There was an attempted coup to remove President Erdogan in Istanbul and Ankara. The coup failed by the dawn of Saturday morning. It's interesting to note that this is, I believe, the fourth coup attempt in the past 100 years. So in a way, this is very consistent with what military coup, for that matter. This is very consistent with what happens in Turkey. The military, again, so the military sees itself as the safeguard to secularism in Turkey, and the president is seen as an Islamist. Many members of the president's political opposition actually denounce the coup. In other words, they have vehement opposition to what the president stands for, the policies that he would enact, yet they could not side with the coup, which at the end of the result of what happened is actually a very smart decision for them, for their personal political lives, as well as their life in general. As a result, the interior minister has fired 9,000 police officers in the country. They have over 6,000 soldiers who have been arrested. 3,000 judges have been suspended. They have grounded U.S. military planes at the U.S. Air Base. These are planes that have been used to bomb ISIS. So the planes that are bombing ISIS from Turkey, they have been grounded. And the government is considering the reinstatement of the death penalty to deal with the insurrection. So this is a crackdown of all crackdowns. Now, in many ways, I guess the question would be, well, what do you expect? And I think most people would say we would not expect this far-reaching of a crackdown. So this is, despite what a lot of people may try to speculate in terms of the real impetus behind who's really behind the coup, the ultimate result is an extension in the power of President Erdogan and his ability to really to reconstruct the government to be something that he now approves of. So I'm sure he's going to have the leeway politically to do many things domestically, but on the international front, there are a lot of people who are looking down on his actions. Clearly, Secretary of State John Kerry has expressed that these actions would actually threaten Turkey's membership in NATO. We'll just have to see exactly if that statement, of course, is a significant statement from Secretary of State, but will it really have teeth with this large scale of a crackdown and the potential of reinstating the death penalty? State Department spokesman said that it's too soon to say if the clampdown by the Erdogan government could jeopardize Turkey's membership. But again, it has been alluded to by John Kerry that it could. So we'll see these developments this is still a moving story. There are a lot of people who have been arrested who potentially could face the death penalty if they're able to reinstate it. So I think at that point, we would really see what the international community, particularly NATO, will have to say about the actions of Turkey.